What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Justin Banks here, and today I'm going to share with you exactly what I would do if I had to start over from scratch as a trader. This is going to be a step-by-step blueprint shaped by my 12 years of experience in trading and mentoring others to elevate their skills and achieve their success. So if you're just getting started, look no further. I'm here to refine your approach, so stick around. Let's dive right in. First things first. The foundation of any successful trading journey starts with capital. You have to have money to be able to trade. Common sense, right? So if I were starting from scratch, my top priority would be to build up my savings. How would I do that? That means putting in extra hours of work. So now if you can't put in your extra hours of work, try to pick up side gigs, grind 7 days a week, whatever you can do to pick up extra money so that you can have that extra money to begin your trading career. Now, when I first started, I was bartending and serving and worked up to 60 plus hours a week just so I can earn extra money to put into my trading account. I would pick up other people's shift. I would look for other gigs. I would bartend festivals. Anything that I could do to pick up extra money, I was doing. So the goal here is to create solid financial base for your trading without jeopardizing your everyday needs. A stable foundation is critical to long-term success in trading. Now, you don't need a fortune to get started, which a lot of people think you do. You actually really only need $100 to $1,000. However, the more you can save, the better position you'll be to take advantage of the opportunities. And I'll get into that in just a moment. If saving alone just isn't cutting it for you guys, look around your home. If you have a bike you can sell, extra toys, because we know that we're, for those of us millennials getting into our 30s, we have vintage toys now, right? Anything that you can find to offer up, put it on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist, do it, right? Decluttering your space and turning unused items into capital is one of the easiest, but also one of the most effective ways to jumpstart your trading career. Next, reevaluate my spending habits, which is super important because you don't want to have any kind of miscellaneous money just wasting away on apps, Netflix, or anything like that, because you're here to build your future. So that means no splurging on designer clothes, no sneakers, no luxury items. Things that aren't essential aren't important. When you have the money down the line, you can get those, but right now we need to build our capital. And I'm not saying you can't treat yourself occasionally, but if you're really serious about this, you will take this advice. Every dollar saved is one step closer to building your capital and investing in your future. Remember, guys, being an entrepreneur demands sacrifices, but those sacrifices are the stepping stones to a long-term success, and that's why we do it. Once you built enough capital, the next move would be finding a mentor or an expert guide like me. And there is no reason to start from scratch when you can just learn from someone who's already walked the path. Success leaves clues, and learning from someone who's mastered the trading can save you years of trial and error. And guys, I've had 12 years of trial and error, so listen up. Proven track record, someone who actively trades and can demonstrate results, which I do for full transparency within the Discord and through my social media. And this is actually one of the reasons why I started Wolves of Wealth. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to take losses, and I know what it's like to feel stuck. For those that know me or those that are new, you know that there was a time in my life where I spent all my money to trading, lost it all, couldn't afford rent, lost my girlfriend, and many other things that were a huge downfall, but things that I used as stepping stones to get to where I'm at. And now here I am 12 years later, a successful trader. So guys, I know what the struggle is like, and that's why I created this community to help traders avoid any kind of mistakes or any kind of struggles so you can fast track that success to becoming a profitable trader. So if you're looking for guidance, guys, this is why I have created this video, because I want to make you a profitable trader. One of my greatest mentors told me the greatest thing about wealth is giving back to others. Wealth is created by helping others. And I truly believe that with my full heart. And it also goes with the grace of God. The third step is to embrace the fact that trading is a journey and not a sprint. There are 4 stages in trading: learning, testing, becoming consistently profitable, and then finally mastering the craft. The first 2 stages of learning and testing are the most critical for beginners. And this is where most people tend to mess up, like myself. This is where you'll develop your strategy, understand the market, and test your approach in a risk-free environment. And what do I mean by risk-free? It's tempting to chase quick wins, but that mindset only leads to frustration. Trading is like any skill that you will ever learn, whether it's playing the guitar, mastering a sport. It takes time, repetition, and discipline. Real progress comes from staying consistent and committed to the process, not looking for any shortcuts. Speaking of practice, the fourth step is to spend serious time on your paper trading account. And that's what I mean in a risk-free environment. You actually don't need to spend your money in the beginning to learn how to trade. One of the best ways to actually learn your strategy and backtest is through a paper trading account. So early on, I made the mistake of jumping into live trading after just a week on a demo account, and it cost me thousands of dollars. I wasn't prepared for any of the losing that money, and I lost it over and over and over again. If I could start over, I'd treat myself to a paper trading account with the same seriousness that I use for my live trading account now. What does that mean? That means following the same risk management and rules and position sizes I'd use in real trading. For example, if I were to risk $200 per trade in a live account, I'd practice risking the same amount on a demo account. This builds discipline and ensures the skills you develop in practice translate seamlessly to live markets. Skipping this step often leads to overconfidence and unnecessary losses. So guys, to put it plainly, trade what you're going to trade on a live account in your paper trade account. It does nothing for you if you're trading with $1 million, but you're going to go into an actual live account and you only have $200 to trade with. Big misconception: start in the paper trading account with the same amount of money that you will start in a regular live account. Step 5 is reviewing losing trades, right? Early in my career, I'd ignore my losses, chalk them up as it was the market's fault. It's not my fault. I don't really need a back test. I don't really need to learn from my losses. I'd ignore my losses and just hope to have a better week for really no good reason at all, just based off of emotion. And this was honestly one of the biggest mistakes that I had to overcome in the beginning. Every losing trade is going to be a trade to learn from, right? So a losing trade is a chance to learn, not something to put yourself down. You got to remember, you are a beginner trader. You are learning how to trade. So you need to learn from your mistakes so that you can overcome them and become better. Analyze what went wrong, identify patterns, spot mistakes, make adjustments, and avoid repeating them. Now, in saying this, you're still going to repeat them throughout your entire career. I still make mistakes, not following my trade plan, forcing trades, but now they're down to very minimal times that happens. And when I do, I understand my risk management and I can control the losses really well. But in the beginning, really stick to your rules and understand to not repeat any mistakes as you move along the way. Many traders will skip this step because it's really not exciting, which of course I did, right? But it's one of the most powerful habits you can develop. It's not just fixing errors, it's about tuning setbacks into opportunities for actual growth. Equally important is step 6, study your winning trades. Understanding why you win is just as critical as understanding why you lose. So why you win and why you lose are both important. And why is that? Analyzing my best trades identified the best setups, the best strategies, and the best conditions that led me to my success. I understood what type of trader I am. I like to trade breakouts, but I also like to trade bounces. So analyzing my wins compared to my losses, I understood what time of day was good for me, and I understood what personality I have as a trader and what works best for me. Not every single strategy and not every single setup is going to work for everybody. You have to find what works for you and go 100% into that. And the only way you can do that is analyzing your winners and analyzing your losers. The key is to consistently knowing exactly what works and the why. If you don't know the why, then you don't exactly know what works. So therefore, you can't actually build a winning system or a winning strategy. And you'll kind of just be going in limbo throughout your trading career. Sometimes you'll win, sometimes you'll lose, but you'll never know. So why not actually take it serious, and why not learn from your trades so that you can actually organize and pinpoint what works and what doesn't work? Step 7 is shifting your focus from profits to process. When I first started trading, I was obsessed with making money. That's all I literally cared about. And I know for a lot of you, that is why you got into trading. And don't get me wrong, we get into trading to make money, but just having the mindset of just chasing money, the money's going to run from you, right? You'll be making poor decisions based off of emotions because you're chasing a big dollar sign. I'd cut my winners short, force trades, chase quick gains, but end up losing because that wasn't sustainable. If I'm cutting my winners short, but holding my winners longer, I can't sustain that. And you can't sustain that either. So shift your focus to the process instead of profits. Because if you have a good process and you have a good system and you execute good trades, the profits always have to follow. So if I could start over, I'd commit fully to trusting my process and believing and trusting myself in my strategy that I learned from my trades. If you focus on execution and discipline, the profits will naturally follow. Success in trading is a byproduct of consistency and a process, not chasing short-term wins or rewards. Finally, step 8, mastering market structure. A lot of you as beginners are going to hear the phrase, the trend is your friend, but trends don't last forever. To trade successfully, you need to know when a trend is weakening and when the market is ranging and when reversals or pullbacks are likely. So understanding market structure, which will be in my next video, is telling what the real-time story is happening. So what do I mean by that? Charts, candlesticks are telling you a story. It's telling you what is happening between the buyers and the sellers. Trading is very simple. It's not easy, but it's very simple. It's based upon buyers and sellers, and they create a structure. And based off of that structure can tell you where the market is most likely going to go. And I didn't understand this concept in the beginning, and I often got caught in reversals, and I had to start over by studying market structure. Market structure and understanding how the market is built, how the buyers and sellers are interacting with each other is going to be one of your biggest foundations in creating a strategy and navigating the markets with confidence. To recap, guys, if I were starting over, I'd begin by saving aggressively, finding gigs, and doing things to make extra money so that I can throw it in an account. Because let's face it, you're going to lose in the beginning, and you can't lose necessary money that you need for rent and other things. So learn how to make extra money that you can throw at the market. And again, you don't need a lot of money to do this. You can start with $100 to $1,000 in the trading realm. Anybody who tells you otherwise is a fugazi. Then I'd find a mentor, someone like me or anybody else. There are a lot of great mentors out there nowadays that can help you in the process to build your account and build your foundation to become a profitable trader. Take what they teach, take the strategies, tweak them, and learn from the trades to build your own strategy. One person's strategy is always going to be tweaked to your own personality, and nobody trades the same. So I'd advise, if you're going to learn from me, there's going to be other mentors that you can learn from too, and I advise that. Go learn what works for other people, because you can nitpick and take things from other mentors that can help you in your trading career. Understand the process, trust the process, believe in yourself, love yourself, because you can become a profitable trader, but you have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort, and you have to make sure that you're doing the work necessary to become a profitable trader, because this is not a get rich overnight scheme. And lastly, guys, these aren't just theories. They're actual lessons that I've learned in my trading career over 12 years. And all of these things, these 8 steps were very crucial to my success. So if you're just starting out on your trading journey, I hope this roadmap helps you. I hope it guides you. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, my name is Mr. Banks, and I'll end this on this. Believe in yourselves, because I believe in you. Love yourself. Love God. If you guys found this helpful, like, comment, subscribe. More videos are coming, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.